In the past year, I have earned $1,132.15 in interest alone from just keeping my money in a high yield savings account instead of a traditional bank. Now this for me is like a nice source of passive income, as I did not have to do anything but let the cash sit in the account. With that being said, do you also want to know how to make free money without working at all? Now, because you can make as much money as I did in 1 year, if not more, just by putting money into one of these savings accounts that I'm going to show you. Now, I will be giving you the best high yield interest rates so you can get more money, and I've categorized them all into a list of the 5 best paying accounts. And as soon as you watch this video, I want you to sign up to one of these accounts so that you can start earning money right away. Now, you will earn a certain amount per month just in interest for doing nothing, and that is how I'm currently making some money on the side. I decided to take all of my savings that were in a bank and dump them in these accounts because the bank does not give you any benefits, and it is essentially money that will not be able to keep up with inflation. So if you like money making tips, then please give the video a like and also subscribe to the channel. So what is a high yield savings account? I think that this is very important to know and beneficial for your knowledge. And what this is it is essentially an account that will often have better than average interest rates on any deposits that you make. Now, you can put in as little as $500 into one of these accounts, or you can deposit as much as their limit allows. It is important to understand that the more amount of money that you deposit into these accounts, the more that you will make in interest in return. So you will have a greater percentage on your ROI. Now, this is one of the greatest benefits that you can get out there. It is also risk-free, as you will not lose any money at all. And I find that there is no point to leave your cash sitting in savings accounts these days when the interest is basically so little that it doesn't really make sense to not go after the big bucks. Now, compared with a bank, the companies that offer these high yield savings accounts that I'm going to be showing you do not have a typical brick and mortar location. So these are just a few things to consider before you go ahead and open an account, and instead they actually operate online, and so you will be depositing your money into the account via bank transfer. But don't worry, these accounts are safe and legitimate, and more often than not, most of these companies will be FDIC insured. So FDIC stands for the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and they protect the money that you deposit up to a certain limit. Now, most of these tend to be up to the $250,000 range, and you will be safely insured on your money. There really are no gimmicks with these accounts, so a lot of the reasons why some people may have a bank account over these high yield accounts is because they simply do not have enough savings to gain a good return. But nevertheless, this should not deter you from making your first step into one of these accounts, as the interest you earn will only compound and make your investment larger. And one of the reasons why I like high yield savings accounts personally is because it essentially acts like an emergency fund. If you are able to save and put away $10,000 into one of these accounts in 1 or 2 years' time, and let's just say that down the road you may need some of that money to purchase a car or make a late payment on your mortgage, then you are able to do that, as these accounts are flexible, and it is great to have the mindset and start getting into the habit of saving for a rainy day. And another reason why I like these high yield savings accounts is because they offer a fixed rate. So I will show you the banks that offer all of these different rates on my list, and the rate that you will see will be fixed for the whole year. So this is a great advantage for you because there is no risk that the rate will fluctuate, and it pretty much acts in your favor, as you know just how much you'll be receiving per month. And you will also receive the interest every month as it gets credited to your account, and you do not have to wait until the end of the year for all of the interest to accumulate. Now, you have the option to have that interest credited to your bank account, or you can have it reinvested back into the high yield savings account so that it can accumulate and grow even further. And I prefer the interest to be paid monthly because you receive the money right away, compared to a CD account, or also known as a certificate of deposit, where you won't be receiving the interest until its maturity date, which is usually 1 or 5 years. So let's take a look at the list from number 5 to number 1. The 5th best high yield savings account is Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Now, they currently offer 4% APY, and there is no minimum balance that you need. You do need to put some money to get started though in order to earn the interest. So if you have $1,000 that you can deposit, this account would be great for you. This is a very strong APY, as a lot of other high yield accounts tend to be 3% or lower. And you also have great freedom in this account, as there are no limits to the number of withdrawals or transfers that you can make from your savings account. So if you have deposited some money in there, held it for a month, but then needed the money back for an emergency payment, then this account offers you that flexibility to do so without being penalized. And they also have their own app where you can manage your transactions and see how much interest you have earned. And so the fourth best high yield savings account on the list is Lending Club. Now they offer a rate of 4.25% APY, and this is a high rate as it is 11 times more than the national average of what is being offered. And in order to open your account, you have to have at least $100 as a minimum deposit. Now if you want to deposit any more, then you can do so, and it only takes 3 minutes to open your account, so the registration is a quick process, and you are FDIC insured of up to $250,000. So now let's look at the third best high yield savings account, which is Synchrony Bank. Now this account offers their interest at 4.3% APY, which is not that much difference compared with Lending Club. However, it has made it on the list at number 3 because the interest is slightly higher than both Marcus and Lending Club. However, this account does have a limit on the number of transactions that you can make. Over here, it does state that you are only allowed to have up to 6 free withdrawals or transfers per statement cycle, and so you don't have the same flexibility as a previous account, but you can still take advantage of their no limit on the minimum balance, and the interest is still quite strong for what is currently being offered in the market. And now we have the second best high yield savings account on the list, which is personally one of my favorites and a company that you might actually know as well, which is called SoFi Bank. So they are offering 4.3% APY, and there are no minimum balance fees either. Now not only does this account allow you to earn interest on your deposit, but you will also receive 15% cashback at local businesses. And if you compare this to credit cards, which usually offer a 5% cashback, SoFi actually offers one of the highest cashback rates in the market, and so you can't really go wrong with this account. But this is not all what the bank offers. If you also wanted to earn a bonus, all you need to do to qualify is to make a direct deposit of $1,000 or more, and you will receive a $50 cash bonus if the direct deposit is between $1,000 to below $5,000, and you will receive a greater amount of $250 if the deposit exceeds $5,000 or more. And now we're going to get onto the juicy details of the first best high yield savings account on the list and out in the market. It's the best rate that I could find for you guys. I think it's a really good one to look at, so please pay attention. And this is called PNC. They are currently offering 4.5%, which is one of the highest rates, as you can see, compared with the other previous banks. And this is the reason why it is the first on my list. Now their minimum balance for opening the account is as little as $1, and there are no monthly fees to maintain the account. The only problem with this account is that it is only available in select locations. And if you want to know if they offer this product to your location, then go directly to their website and type in your zip code. Then it will take you to a landing page, and you will either be eligible to apply or not. But PNC has made it to the top at 4.5% at the best market rate. There are no gimmicks when opening these accounts, so I highly encourage all of you to get started as soon as possible by opening up an account and putting at least $1,000 so you can receive some interest.